What is up? Welcome to the show. We got a celebrity snake handler in the building, man. Doing big stuff, man. The snake father. How you doing today, brother?
I'm all right. You caught me on a good day because I wasn't like extremely busy, like booked and busy. It's crazy.
I bet, man. You've turned your business into your passion into a business, man. We're gonna talk about that, but first I want to talk, pre of what you're doing now. So, like, what was your first reptile?
My first reptile was actually a leopard gecko. Yeah, and
Leopard
this was
gecko. I got
back
a
in
leopard gecko.
this it was a normal leopard gecko. This was back in elementary school, back in the 90s. So, like, I convinced my parents to let me get my first pet reptile. The snake was definitely out of the question at that point in time. But, I got a leopard gecko, started with a normal, ended up getting some hypos and super hypos, some trimper albinos, carrot tails, things like that. And kind of dove in with that, started breeding those and branched off into crested geckos and gargoyle geckos as I got a little older. Once I got in high school, finally got my first snake.
What was your first snake?
So my first snake was actually a Nicaraguan dwarf boa.
Oh, you started up there. You get the
Oh yeah,
typical
yeah,
corn snake or
yeah.
ball python.
No, I really was at that point in time. I wasn't interested in ball pythons or corn snakes. I wanted a boa. That was like my go-to. I was gung ho about getting one, and I was excited to be able to delve into that realm with that.
Okay. Now that name and the Snake Father. Talk to me about that name. Where did you get it from? Are you just like a big
Um,
Godfather fan?
it's interesting how that came about. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely gave that nickname to myself, but it stuck. Growing up, I was known as the Gecko Kid because I had about 60 geckos, and everybody was like, "Okay, yeah, he's like the weird reptile guy." But when I was developing my Instagram, I wanted to kind of have more of a presence, and I went from being the Gecko Kid to the Snake Father. And at
Right.
that point, I had a couple dozen snakes. I had boas. I had just started getting into retics. So, it was something that worked out for me.
Right. How many currently right now, how many animals you think you got right now?
Um, I've got somewhere in the realm of 60 snakes, give or take a couple.
60 snakes, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible, man. I'm jealous, man. Are you kind of like Jay's prehistoric pets? You like the bigger snakes more so?
um, I do prefer the larger snakes. Like the retics are definitely my favorite. So this little girl that I'm holding here is a chimera. She's one of my pied retics, and
Chimera, okay.
got I've got 20 retics in my collection currently.
Gorgeous snake. Okay,
Thank you,
okay. So
thank
you're the
you.
retic man now. I gotta ask this, man. So talk to me about Game of Talents, man. You were on national
Yeah.
TV with Wayne Brady on a TV show. How did that end up happening?
They actually reached out to me through Instagram. And at first I didn't want to believe it. I was like, this is fake. Who is this claiming that they're part of the TV show? But I gave the person a chance and like, yeah, I'm a producer for Game of Talents and da 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 da. I was like, sure. But especially with social media, there's a lot of people who claim to do things, or there's scams and all of that. So you kind of have to weed through those. But with that
Right.
particular show, I wasn't even sure what to expect. So they kept a lot of things hush hush, even from the talent beforehand. And my first day on set over there, I showed up and they didn't even want me to bring the snakes. They just wanted me there to, talk to the production team and crew. And, at that point, it was like COVID was still really, really like hot. So they're like, okay, we need to get you tested every day. And you have to make sure that you abide by the protocols and all of that. But that show was it was fun. I can at least say that much. It was definitely interesting to be able to work with Wayne Brady and like work with some of the contestants who literally had no clue what to expect. Like no one was expecting there to be snakes. No one was expecting, anything to do with what I do. And I mean, I'm grateful to be able to have that platform to be able to share my passion for animals, on the nationwide scene.
Right.
And get Wayne Brady to hold a snake for the first time on national TV. I mean, that was a good moment.
I had fun watching it. Now, like, I don't really watch a lot of game shows, but my wife put me on it. It was like, I think it was
Hmm.
like the first season. I don't remember what episode it was, but I came home from dinner. She was like, let's watch this show, Game of Talents, where you got to guess who's lying. And I was like, let's do it.
Hmm.
And then I seen you. I was like, this dude is doing what I want to do. I'm jealous. Now, now with the snakes, man, talk to me about your business, man. You have turned your passion into a
Yeah.
business to where if people need snakes for a video shoot, they can call you, man. Talk to me
Right.
about that.
Well, I started working in entertainment and production about 4 years ago. I started off as a production assistant, and just developing contacts and networking with people who were on the crew, especially people in the art department. They would reach out and say, "Oh, we have a music video coming up. We're looking for snakes or chameleons or tarantulas or something like that." They're like, "We know you're the animal guy. Who do you know?" And if I didn't have it, I'd find it for them. And as far as entertainment is concerned, I actually got my first major production with Tyga. It was Tyga's Floss in the Bank a few years ago now. And they requested about a dozen snakes for a couple of scenes in that music video.
That's that's crazy. So this, listen to this. Listen to everybody in the chat. Listen to this. This man did hung out with Tiger, Chris Brown, Wayne Brady, Paris
Amber
Hilton,
Rose,
Amber
T-Pain,
Rose.
Kaylani, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, Caitlyn Jenner, like a lot of the celebrities out here. And I mean, they tend to like the snake, so it works.
Right now. Now you have hung out with all these celebrities. You have done a lot of incredible stuff. Now tell me about a celebrity you haven't met that you want to meet.
Um, Definitely like Will Smith or Oprah. Those are the top two for me.
Oh, that's what's up, man. And I can see it happening, man. So you need to do that. Reach out to them on Instagram. Be like, look, I know you need a snake. Come on, let's do it
Right,
real.
right, right.
Put me in the movie, brother.
Shoot, I might have to just hit up Denzel real quick. Like, hey, you want to put me in a snake in one of these movies?
I love that. I love that. Now, do you ever see yourself get into the venomous part of the hobby?
No, I'm not a fan of the hot stuff.
Okay.
I prefer the constrictors. I have, I mean, living in California, I've interacted with rattlesnakes and things like that, but I'm not the biggest fan of keeping uh, venomous reptiles in my own collection. I mean, I'd rather
Right.
not take that risk or liability. And I mean, I'm completely comfortable and satisfied dealing with these little babies right here. So I'm happy.
Right. Right now. Now we got to see if you really into this reptile hobby, man. So I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. I'm gonna ask you a couple of hot seat questions.
Okay.
So hot
Oh, we got a
seat
little static.
question.
Hold on. Say again.
Oh, I apologize. Can you hear me now?
That's a little bit better.
Is it my side or your side?
I'm just hearing static on my side. I'm not sure
I
what's
can
going
hear
on.
it too. Hold on. Let me see. Let me take these out. Can you hear me now?
Ooh, that's worse.
Yeah, it's on your side. Hey, I think it might be. Damn it. Hello. Hold on. Let me see
All
something.
right, let me try something. Let me see if I can connect it to the other. Can say something else now? Because now it's muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I was muting myself to see if the static was on my side. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute you and see something. Give me 1 second. Yeah, yeah. See, it's on your side because I muted you. Yep, it's not on my side. Damn it. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I muted you to see if it's on your side, the static. Can you go out and come back in and see if we can get it back? Yeah, it's not me. It's yeah, I'm gonna take you out and see if we can bring it back in. Hold on, let me see. Hello? Is it
Yeah.
still there? Oh, the static is still there. Man, we might have to
So there.
do it a
Now
different
it's
day
echo.
then.
Go ahead.
Can you leave and come back?
All right, so let's see if I could. I'll leave and come back and see what it does. Hold on.
Yeah, I wonder where that static is coming from. Damn it. Well, y'all, appreciate y'all in the chat, man. We may or may not be able to get this interview because this phone is getting a little staticky, but it was getting good too, man. This is a celebrity snake handler, man. He handles snakes. He's been on national TV, hung out with multiple celebrities. So I was getting ready to put him in the hot seat. We running a little late, so getting ready to put him in the hot seat. See if he really with this reptile stuff. What's up, everybody, man? DNG, Doug, Flexing Pythons, J&G Reptiles. What's up, J&G, man? So we was talking to the snake father, man. He's a celebrity snake handler. He's been on national TV, hangs out with just nothing but celebrities, just kind of picking his brain, getting ready to put him in the hot seat, see if he really in this reptile community. We may have to do it another time though, because his phone was getting staticky. I know it ain't mine. I'm balling. I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the AirPods. So shout out to my Animal House and Iron Dog. Make sure y'all go check their show out. Hey Jennifer, how you doing, man? I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Was trying to get an interview with one of the celebrity snake handlers, man. He's big in Hollywood. He's been on national TV. Hung out with Chris Brown, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, Tyga. There's tons of celebrities. Has his own business. You can call him up. He'll bring a big old python to your video shoot. So he's doing some incredible stuff in Hollywood, man. Oh, that's okay, honey. It's all right. It's a fun interview, man. We was about to get him in the hot seat. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. I was gonna really see if he was down with that reptile stuff. I was gonna ask him, who's your favorite reptile YouTuber? You know, who's your favorite celebrity? You got to give us one, that you've met, and just ask him a couple more. So I appreciate y'all being here and supporting, man, because I definitely need the watch time. We're going 15 minutes. So, oh, there he is. Let's see if we still got the
All
static.
right. So let's
Do we
try
still
this
got the
again. Sorry
static?
about that.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Man, welcome back to the stream, man. I got to get you in the hot seat, man, and ask you a couple questions, man. So,
Yeah, the
right
phone
now,
wasn't letting us be great.
who who's your favorite reptile YouTuber?
Favorite reptile YouTuber? Ooh. Um, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and give a shout out to one of my friends who's new to the reptile YouTube reptile game. So the Black Ivory. I'm gonna go ahead and have to put him on the spotlight in the hot seat for that one.
Okay. The Black Ivory. Everybody make sure y'all go check out his YouTube. All right. Now the next hot seat question. You have hung out with some of the biggest celebrities in the game. So you got to tell me who's the currently right now, who holds that spot at the favorite person you've met right now?
Uh, Definitely Kaylani. Like she holds the top spot. Like she was such a sweetheart.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like she loved the snakes. She was like a kid in the candy store. Like her eyes just lit up when I pulled the first snake out. She's like, "Yep, that's it." Like it was great. It was great.
I seen that video on your Insta when you was hanging out with Kalani because T-Pain was in that video too.
Yeah, yeah,
This,
because like
this man doing
that was like the third or fourth time I'd been around T Pain, and the second time that I brought snakes around him. And he's not the biggest fan of snakes. You can't really deny that. But it was a good moment though. It was funny to kind of see that interaction.
right, right, right. Now, hot seat question number three, man. So if you didn't have your own business, which is just doing incredible stuff right now, and there was only three jobs in the world, you got to pick one. Would you work with Brian Barczyk at the Reptarium? Would you work with Nerd? Or would you work with Jay Brewer?
Um, I'm gonna have to say nerd. I'm gonna have to say
Hey,
nerd. I like what they're doing over there.
Nerd, them some real cool people, man. I talk to Jeremy and Rob all the time, man. Good friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with your business, do you have time to do currently any breeding and selling?
Well, this season should be a good season for me. Last year, I only had one clutch of retic eggs, and basically the whole clutch went bad. I only had one baby that actually went full to term from that one. But this season, I'm expecting to get a clutch from a phantom golden child female that I'm pairing up with a phantom motley. So that way I can get some super phantoms, I can get some motley goldens, I can get all kinds of stuff from that pairing. I'm also planning on pairing a female pied with my male golden child pied. So then I can go ahead and get some more golden child pies and standard pies as well. Um, on the ball python side of things, I'm gonna be real blue-eyed Lucy heavy probably. So I've got three Lucy females that should go, and I have them paired up with a male banana lesser, and then I also have a female pastel pie that I'm pairing up with a male leopard pie. So we'll see how that goes this season because this will actually be my first year of breeding ball pythons.
Oh,
Because
that's what's
I'm
up,
real late
man.
to the game when it comes to the balls.
Hey, you out in California, ain't you?
Say that one more time.
I said, where are you located? Is it California?
Yeah, so I'm in Los Angeles, California.
You know who you really need to DM and hook up with? I would love to see you and Always Evolving Pythons do a collab.
Yeah, that would be nice because I know that he's about like 45 minutes away from me. He's a little further north.
Yeah, he's big he's big
He's
with the ball
real big in the
pythons,
ball
man.
python game.
Yeah, I would love to see y'all do a collab, man. Now, currently, right now, man, what is your favorite snake in your possession right now?
Favorite snake in my possession. See, that's a tough one because I literally have I have like three favorites. And this girl that I'm holding actually isn't one of them. So if you give me like 2 seconds, I'll pull out one of my favorites.
Okay, let's see your favorite.
All right, hold on.
Everybody in the chat, man, thank you for watching. This is Big Reptile Talk. We hanging out with one of the dope handlers in the game, man. Doing amazing stuff out there in California, man. Make sure y'all go check his Instagram out. He's the Snake Father. Hung with some of the biggest people in the game. What's up, Desert Wolf, man? What's up, Kurt Wood? Much love, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping in for a second, man. We hanging with one of the dopest celebrity snake handlers out there, man. He's hung out with T-Pain, Kalani, Chris Brown, Tyga, everybody. What's up with Constricted Reptiles, man? This man's been on
Boy,
national
he's
TV.
definitely hungry. I'll tell you that much. So let's pull him out. So this is Popeye. He is my male green anaconda.
Gorgeous.
About a year and a half old. He's definitely one of my favorites in the collection.
Gorgeous.
As I reached in to pull him out, he's like, "Oh, you got food for me? What's going on?"
Gorgeous, man. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, he's definitely top 3 as far as favorites are in my collection. He's my
How's his
first.
temperament? Is he pretty bitey, or is he cool? Get pretty
He's
handled?
chill. He's pretty chill. The only time that he isn't is literally if he smells food, and I do have some rodents thawing out right now. So he's like, okay, so
Now,
sit still.
what's the worst bite you ever took?
Worst bite I ever took was from a 12-foot retic, and that's one
Ooh-wee.
where I am grateful I didn't have to get stitches. Like it was a little intense because she
Yeah,
struck at
yeah.
me because she's very very food aggressive, and she just like struck out as soon as I threw the sliding glass open. She said, "Ah!" I went straight for me. I was like, "Okay, there's my hand."
That's
That was my
crazy.
hand.
I say that, man. You don't have to ask this, but I gotta ask, man. This is a hot seat question.
Okay.
Has the customer ever been bitten? You was like, shit.
No, thankfully. I
Thank God.
make sure that nobody's gonna hold a snake that isn't comfortable, and nobody's gonna hold a snake that I wouldn't be comfortable having somebody handle without me even watching.
Right.
So like there's definitely a lot that goes into it as far as the way that I will coach someone through handling a snake before I let them handle it. But
Right. Now I
I'm
gotta
grateful to say
ask
that
this.
I haven't had any issues. Knock on wood. I haven't had any issues on set.
Now, see, I gotta ask you this, man. So you leaving your mark in the hobby, man. You got your own business. You doing your own thing. You hanging out with tons of celebrities, and you've been on TV. I gotta ask this, man. If they were gonna make the Snake Father the movie, who's playing you?
Ooh, who's playing me? Let's
Anybody that you want.
The Snake Father the movie. Who's playing me? Let's go with I can't remember his name, but who was the guy that played Everybody Hates Chris?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know
Yeah,
who you're talking about. Real skinny
yeah. I
dude.
think his name is
Okay,
like Tyler James something or other. I don't remember his name, but yeah, I'd like him to play me.
that'd be dope. I'd watch that, man. That'd be
Yeah.
funny to watch him, play the snake handler. Okay. I watched
Because I
that,
feel
man.
like there's
Now,
like more of a comedic aspect to it as well.
I
It's
think that'd
kind of
be a
makes it
good
kind of
movie.
funny.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Wiz Constrictor said Ice Cube's son.
He said what?
Ice Cube's son.
Oh, Ice Cube's son?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting one.
Right. Now, man, now you don't really, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to, but with you having so many snakes, man, what is that feeding bill looking like? Because I've seen that on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's a little high. Out here, most of the rodents that I get, I'm purchasing from a wholesaler, so I
Yeah.
am at least able to get that bill down. But some of the snakes are kind of picky eaters, so they want those soft furs, or they want live, or they want something different. Like this boy was eating chicks for a little while before I got him switched over to rodents. But as it stands right now, my bill it's definitely 4 figures a month.
Now,
For me to feed
that's
all the
crazy.
snakes.
Hey,
Pardon?
that's cool because you got your own business, so you taking care of that. But
Yeah.
you don't just do rodents, you do pigs. I see that on your
Yeah.
Instagram, right?
I'm definitely feeding rats, mice, pigs, chickens, rabbits. The whole spectrum of snake food.
Right. Have you ever thought about breeding your own rats?
Definitely not. In the space that I have right now, I literally converted my garage into a snake room, So I'd rather not have the house smelling like snakes and rodents and everything else. I want to have a zoo, but not have it smell like one.
Right, right, right. I can understand that, man. Now, I know you got an Instagram, man, but can people? Hey, I appreciate that, Cold Blood. You said awesome interview. What's up, Derek and the Snake Father? Um, do you have a YouTube, man? And if not, you just on Instagram?
I don't have a YouTube currently. I definitely need to get in on the YouTube game. At some point, I will go ahead and make that jump. But as it stands right now, I just have Instagram. So on Instagram, I am at the Snake Father, and then anyone can find me and follow me there. I also have Facebook. It's under my name, Claudius Shropshire. But most of the stuff that you'll see that you're looking for that's snake related or reptile related or celebrity related, entertainment related is going to be all on my Instagram.
Right, right, right. Now, talk to me, man. I seen that you got a chance to meet the real life Tarzan, man. How was
Yeah,
it hanging out with Tarzan?
it was cool. I mean, I've hung out with him twice. Yeah, twice. And both times it was over at Jay Brewer's Prehistoric Pets. So that's always an experience just going over to Jay's to begin with because he's got the
Man,
reptiles down there, and he's got literally the biggest retics I've ever seen in my life.
right,
So
right, right,
going down there is always an experience, and hanging out with Mike was cool too. Like he's a cool guy.
right, right, right. Now, you have your own business. I applaud you for that. You're doing your thing, and I love seeing somebody just pursuing their dreams. Now, I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna try and ask it in the right way. So,
Okay.
with you having your own business and you doing your thing in the snake hobby, what's do you are you is this your what you want to do, or is it do you have like an ultimate goal as to
Yeah.
run your own business, save that money, and open up like a reptarium like Brian Barchek, Jay? What's the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal. It definitely doesn't necessarily involve like a storefront or a space where I would have my own version of like the Reptarium or the Reptile Zoo or anything like that. I really prefer being able to provide an experience for others wherever they may be. So pre-COVID, I was doing a lot of things educationally at like elementary schools and things like that, doing kids' birthday parties and all of that. I really want to continue to share my knowledge and passion for these animals with the youth. So that's ultimately my goal. I want to be able to have the platform to do that and share my animals and this literal lifestyle that I have at this point with others. Because my first memory, or one of my first memories as a kid, is digging in the dirt for bugs and catching lizards in the backyard. And I know that I'm not the only one who grew up doing that. And I want to really be able to just share time and experience with the next generation of kids who want to do that as well.
Right. Now with your business, man, and just like I said, I love that aspect of it, man. Now, do you got any like crazy work stories of anything happening on set,
Oof.
man?
Yeah, there are a few. One crazy one that I can think of is I was on set for a music video, and we had quite a few snakes in the scene. The smallest snake found a hole and slid its way behind a glass panel, and we couldn't get to it without breaking the glass panel. So that was kind of interesting having to talk to people about, okay, well, do we break it? Do we try to wait until the snake comes out? What are we going to do? And thankfully, production has insurance for any type of thing that might happen like that. But we ended up having to break that glass. And
Crazy.
this was like
So,
a panel of glass that went along an entire wall. So
man,
that
that's
was kind of a stressful
crazy.
situation and also it was a $2,000 snake. So it's like, yeah, we're not trying to lose a snake.
That's
if
it. That's
it was a little corn snake that had slithered in the wall, it's like, oh well, maybe we'll find it.
right, right, right. Now, do you with you having 60 animals, man? Do you have your eyes on anything new, or are you pretty much content with where your collection is
Oh,
right now?
I always have my eye on something new. I mean, just like anybody else that's in the reptile game, it's an addiction. You can't just have one snake. You got to have 20. You can't just have 20 snakes. You got to have 50. There's always something
Right.
different, whether it be a different morph or a different species or, something to add to a breeding project. Because as it stands right now, there is one snake. It's just one, thankfully, because I'm not trying to have too many more right now. Having 60 is a lot for me when I'm not
Right.
breeding full time. So it is a Sunfire albino orange ghost stripe retic. I got to get my hands on one of those.
Nice.
And right now, I only know of 2 people that have produced them. One person is not selling theirs, and one person is asking an astronomical amount of money for theirs. So, I don't really feel like spending $10,000 on a snake today. So that's somewhere down the line.
Right.
Book
Right.
another big commercial or music video, and then I can think about it then.
Right now, down the road, like, so, do you have any like future collabs coming up with some more people?
This week I have a couple of music videos on the schedule, and then I have 3 photo shoots. Primarily, everyone that I work with is like an Instagram influencer or Instagram model, things like that. It's not often that I get those A-list celebrities, but when it happens, it's nice.
Hey, it's happening, man. It's for
Yeah,
you
but
to be able to say I've met Chris Brown. You're big. You're big, Don. That's big.
because actually, speaking about Chris Brown, I think it's funny because our birthdays are in the same week. So the past 3 years, aside from the last year, the first year with COVID, I've literally celebrated my birthday at his birthday party every year for the past 3 years.
That's
So
lit,
it's been
man.
an
I'm jealous.
experience. I mean, he's just a big kid himself. Like he rented out a skating rink for his birthday this year. We all just skated around, had a little like roll bounce moment.
That is what's up, man. You're living the dream, man. You wake up, you ain't gotta hit nobody clock. You the boss. You
It's
doing your
nice.
thing, and
It's
it's
definitely
with
nice.
reptiles, and you meeting amazing people. That makes you amazing. You know what I'm saying? You wanna you are who you hang out with. If you want to be a bum, hang out with bums. If you
Right.
want to be that dude, you hang out with that
You hang
dude.
out
You know
with
what I
that
mean?
dude. Exactly.
Before we go, man, because like I said, I go about 30, 40 minutes. I know you're busy, we almost done. But do you do any reptile expos?
I don't necessarily get a booth at any of the expos, but I do go. I go to a lot of the expos. I'll pop in there, talk to a lot of the other breeders, reconnect with some people that I haven't seen in a while. So in I think it's 2 weeks now. It's either 2 or 3 weeks. We're gonna have one down in Anaheim, the Reptile Super Show. So I'll definitely be there for that show. And if anybody's
Right.
watching that's gonna be at that show, feel free to say hello. We can take a couple pictures. Let's talk, see what kind of snakes, lizards, frogs, toads, tortoises that you guys like. Because I'm always looking to connect with new people in the reptile industry.
Right. And I'm be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever get on national TV, I'm riding that wave forever. Like when you meet me, it's gonna say nurse that was on Game of Talent with Rain Brady. Every time you see me, I'm letting
Every
you know
time
I
you
was on
see,
national TV.
because
I'm dead ass. I'm riding that forever. I was on national TV. I'm famous.
ironically enough, though, that was not the only time that I was on national TV with snakes. Because
Okay, now see you do not just TV, but I think I've seen you with commercials,
yes. So
other stuff. You
I
do
do like TV commercials, print work. So I am a SAG actor. Like I'm a union actor as well. So like I've done a handful of commercials that were national, snake related things that were also national. I was on Jimmy Kimmel about a month ago. Let's see what else is there.
you were on Kimmel,
Yeah, I was
weren't
on
you?
Kimmel.
That's wild, bro. You're doing
Yeah,
your thing, man.
I'm really hoping to be able to do a lot more of that stuff because I mean it's nice to be able to combine the two things that I'm doing. Like I enjoy my life as an actor as well, but I like being able to have my passion involved with it. Like being on set with the animals is so different than just being on set. Like it's a lot more fulfilling for me.
For sure. Well, man, I want to let you go, man, because I know you're busy. We went almost 40 minutes. I appreciate you for doing my podcast.
Of
This is
course.
Big Reptile Talk. Before we go, I'm gonna shout out everybody that's in the chat, man. Shout out Cold Blooded Monstars, Kurtwood, Wiz Constrictor Reptiles, Kit Kat Vlogs, DNG Reptiles, um, Ant Keeper, Doug's Monstars, Moon Over Miami, Eric, everybody, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. Tons of great people in the chat. We had a fire conversation, man. This is Big Reptile Talk. Even Cold Blooded said the Snake Father is that guy. I agree. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure you go show Kurtwood some love. This is Big Reptile Talk. We're gonna go. I'm gonna let you go. You have an amazing rest of your day because I know you're busy. Thank you again, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you reaching out to me so we could do this.
I appreciate that, brother. It was fun, man. I'll holler at you.
All right.
All right, brother. Man, everybody, if you're watching, go over to hey, Not Lou. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Not Lou. Excellent content. Say my name again. Big Kurtwood 75. That's my brother, man. I gotta get back to work. This is Big Reptile Talk. Um, amazing people. Go holler at Iron Dog, my animal house they own. I didn't mean to step on their toes. We was a little behind, but that's cool. Stay tuned, man. I'm gonna keep bringing dope guests. We out of here.